And welcome back to my Let's Play of Insurmountable. So we have finally completed everything on the second mountain checklist, so now all we have left is over here on mountain number 3. So finish with the journalist. Ooh, I believe the journalist is the one I want. Choose a route. How about I do the cold nights? It's gonna be a long day at the office. I can tell you that much. It's gonna be a long freaking day. But I got a lot of good stuff for the journalist too. So health, energy, good shit. But yeah, I feel character proficiency. No, I think we're good. The weather can change every morning. Keep an eye on your weather display. Really nothing I can do about it anyways. You gaze at the endless mountain vista. Somewhere out there are strange apparitions, smaller anomalies that are connected in some way to the time loop. You have to seek them out and find more about them, and you have to learn to use them to your advantage. They may be able to help you get better, stronger. We can rebuild him. We have the money. We just don't. We have the technology. We just don't have a lot of. Well, I'm guessing go straight ahead up the sheer cliff face. I'm gonna guess that. Just go straight ahead up the sheer goddamn cliff face. Gee, where... Do I have any other options? No, it doesn't seem like I have a whole lot of other options. A local man sitting up against a rock face waves you over. As you approach him, he holds out an oxygen bottle. His face contorted with pain. He says something to you, but you don't understand a word. What if I find out what's wrong with him? You look at the stranger who keeps grabbing his shoulder. You're sure that he's dislocated it. You gesture him to hold out his hand to you. You pull it with a jerk. He screams, then there's silence. A few seconds later, the stranger is beaming at you. That seems to have done the trick. He hands you a gift in thanks. Nice, thank you! That is awesome! See? Helps to be a good person, especially up here. Even better. Where can I go? Ooh, cave and... Yeah, I'll shoot for the cave. That actually works. Preserve energy. So what if I hide the display? Oh, that's kind of cool, but I kind of like having... I don't need a clean screen. Unless the game provides it, I don't need a clean screen. I've always been so used to heads-up shit. That's annoying. Cave's on a crappy path, but... Oh well. Okay, so you enter a cave, it's dry and sheltered from the wind. I don't even need the long sleep, but the problem is either way it's going to be nightfall, so... I'm not really worried about my body temperature, because that always seems... what's that over there? Also... Okay, so it's slightly to the left. So I want to go this way. Yeah, very cold nights. I mean, honestly, I think that might have been the better option to choose, is the very cold nights. You crawl up a slope on all fours when you feel a trembling beneath you. A boulder the size of a wagon wheels rolling straight forward. What if I don't move? You stand rooted to the spot. The hurls closer and rumbles past you, plummeting into the depths. You heave a sigh of relief. You assess the situation correctly. Boy, that was a lucky If it seems like a bad idea, well, it seems like a bad idea. You carefully open the door of the shack. Inside there are books and other documents piled to the ceiling. Just as you are about to enter, a tall woman with long white hair suddenly appears in front of you. She speaks to you quickly in a language you do not understand. When you shrug apologetically, she disappears and returns shortly after with a few possessions. So she wants to trade. She would like some canned food from you and offers one of her items in return. I will take the tent. Because that'll help me on these long, cold nights. I got the air is getting thin and your breath is heavy. You entered the dead zone. Did it. Cool. That means I can preserve a lot of energy. And that can get me really far. Yeah, good. It's already daybreak, too. That makes me feel better. And it says it's down this way, so... Again, these levels are going to take some time. Probably about an hour a pop. If it's, you know... Because the other levels took me about... somewhere in the 40-minute range, and that was with less anomalies. So... Exhausted, you roll your head back. You gasp and your pupils dilate as a comet flies over you, its bright tail stretching miles behind it. What a spectacle. You are overwhelmed with emotion. Level up. How about this? Reduced energy cost and maximum oxygen. You spot a deer stand in between two skeletal trees just ahead of you. As you consider walking over to the deer stand to search it for provisions, you hear a rumbling that sounds like an avalanche. You see the snow cloud on the horizon. It's headed straight for you. Yeah, see, the smart thing was to just fuck off with it. Okay, so... yeah, it says it's down there, so... I want to go this way. Good, I still have plenty of energy left, too. Which is fine. Which is totally... There it is! I see it. I sees it. That is number 1, and... pretty quick. A golden eagle suddenly lands in front of you. Its wings carry it majestically to the ground. Fascinated, you watch it, and it watches you too. Unafraid. You can't explain it, but the encounter feels magical. Fully wrapped up in this moment, you regain... Wow, first time I've actually gotten cut off all Let's Play. Guess I'll take sanity. Okay, I'd forgotten if I had reached the thing yet. I didn't even reach the first anomaly, but yeah, find and reach. Dead zone left. At least I got summit fever. Although all my shit's about... As you climb along a crevice in a glacier, you see an oxygen bottle together with a mask buried under a thick layer of ice. The bottle seems to be intact. I will dig towards it. You can barely feel your fingers anymore, but that doesn't stop you from digging. The cold creeps up on your arms and shoulders and your chest. Finally, you feel the smooth oxygen bottle in your hands and pull it towards yourself. Yeah, I'll take it. Level up. Till the end of the mission. That doesn't help. But increased time cost. I don't need that. How about the breathing? But yeah, now I can go towards the first anomaly. Oh, Jesus Christ. The icy wind blasts your face as you traverse a canyon. A bright jingling accompanies you. You look up and see glittering icicles from overhangs moving gently. At that moment, a falling spike grazes your face, leaving a bloody scratch. It almost hits you in the eye. Ugh. Nothing to be done about that. Nothing to be done. Well, at least the first one was easy enough to find. It only took... not that long. Still gotta find one more for the day, though. Sparks fly in front of you as if the air is held in electric charge. You carefully approach the mysterious apparition, but deep down you know it's not dangerous. The light calls to you. You stand in the middle of the sparks. You throw up your arms in joy. You feel pins and needles sensation in your fingertips as if your whole body was being recharged. Drawing energy, you feel strong. Nothing and no one can stop you. You take a few notes before continuing onwards. This is definitely useful information. Yes, it is. I found number 1. Who's number 2 then? Oh, that's an... So it's up that way some way. Well, if it's up that way some way, that's the way we will go. That is the way we will go indeed. It'll probably be easier to get a good reading on where it could be from a little bit higher. Yeah, that definitely does help. Seems like it's up by those rocks. By those rocks, okay. Looks like I have a long-ass way to go no matter which way I go. Doesn't surprise me any, hopefully something useful. In front of you, rocks and stones have been meticulously piled up to form a mound. A grave so far up here? You carefully nudge the rocks with your boots. There's something there. You bend down and find some old but usable equipment. Another mountaineer must be buried here. You have lots of questions and no answers. Who were they? How did they know about this island? What happened to their companion who buried them? You ask the unknown climber for forgiveness, but you're sure that they wouldn't hold a grudge against you. After all, they have no use for the equipment anymore, but you do. It's not even worth it. It's not even worth it, and I guess I can take it. It's not gonna help. Level up. Good. This could really help. Okay, so how do I get... Okay, so I just have to crawl my way through. That's fine. That's fine. And I said it was up near those rocks, so I do have to go to the other side no matter what. And that is what I'll do. And that is what I'll do indeed. Well, let's keep on keeping on. Keep pushing upwards. Like I said, it was up towards those rocks, so I'll take another look around once I've reached this plateau. Hopefully I get something good out of it too, unlike a fucking helmet that's not gonna help. You discover an oxygen mask at the bottom of a very narrow and steep crevice. Yeah, sure. You slowly climb down the crack in the ice. The tightness makes you feel uncomfortable and the breathing is difficult. What if you get stuck? You did it. You have the oxygen mask in your hands and continue on your way. I did it mainly for... Oh, oxygen mask. I don't even need this. I don't even freaking need this. So it's up towards that mountain. So what about up here then? Because that's the thing, I can't afford to backtrack on my steps either. With how many resources it takes, how much it takes me to get around. Well, at least it's daybreak. That should, yeah, that'll get my temperature back up, hopefully, because we're in bad shape. And hopefully, well, my energy's not going to help. Okay, still up that way, then. Okay, cool, I can make the leap up there. And still have plenty of energy to go. But either way, this is good prep for next time, because I still have one more of these missions to go, and it is going to take forever and ever and ever and ever. Like I said, it's probably going to take me about an hour for each of them. But hey, what are you going to do? Me? Good, yeah, that actually worked out. But if I get to the top of this thing... First I'll get this. It looks like two heads. Is that what it's supposed to be? A local man sitting up against a rock face waves you over. As you approach him, he holds out an oxygen bottle, his face contorted with pain. He says something to you, but you don't understand a word. I do need... You look at the stranger who keeps grabbing his shoulder. You're sure that he's dislocated it. You gesture to him to hold out his hand to you. You pull it with a jerk. He screams, then there's silence. A few seconds later, the stranger is beaming at you. He offers the oxygen bottle again, which you take. You are glad you can help him. Cool. Level up. Anything good? How about... Yes. How about this? Good, and I still got some preserved energy. I'm thinking the anomaly is probably... The path ahead of you tapers to a narrow passage lined with columns of brittle ice. One of the ice towers has collapsed and is blocking your way. You check the mound of ice. It would consume a lot of your strength to make your way through, but it should be possible. I'd be better off just cracking through it. Shards of ice fly wildly as you hack away at the ice you cleared, but the chunk you take a deep breath, your arms ache, but you did it. Yep, worth it. I think I still have plenty of food too, so... And honestly, now's a good time to use the energy when I still have the energy reserve. Okay, so it's gotta be up here somewhere. That's the thing. Still don't see anything. No. Looks like it's straight down below. That's the shitty part. That's the shitty part. It's straight down below. Yeah, because I don't see anything yet. Oh! Boy, am I glad I went this way, because I wouldn't have seen it back there. As you climb along a crevice in a glacier, you see an oxygen bottle together with a mask buried under a thick layer of ice. The ice seems to be intact. What I'm going to do is I'm going to crack this open. Dig towards it. A smooth oxygen. You can barely feel your fingers anymore, but that doesn't stop you from digging further. The cold creeps up in your arms, into your shoulders, and then your chest. Finally, you feel the smooth oxygen bottle in your hands and pull it towards yourself. What can I move, though? No, that doesn't help anything. Okay, still trying to figure out if I can... Is there... Well, to be honest, I don't need the helmet. There, it's like there's a word I'm looking for with that helmet, but I don't want to say it. Yeah, I don't care. I don't care. I don't really need it, but it's good to know that this is over here. Yeah, I may as well get the item since I have to go down anyways. May as well, but yeah, I can finally get the second anomaly and be done with it. Hopefully this is something good. You discover the wreck of a plane crash. You could take the time to search it. No. Can't afford it because I am freezing to death. Christ. This is bad. Maybe the mysterious stranger will help me. Out of nowhere, a stranger suddenly appears. He is clad in furs and his face is just visible amidst his heavy garments. Looks sallow. As you approach, he offers a small parcel wrapped in leather. You find provisions inside. You look up to thank the stranger, but he has vanished. Good, that's exactly what we needed. That's exactly what we freaking needed. Because apparently freezing to death on this mountain is a very real problem. But hey, we finally found the second anomaly. Almost imperceptibly, a transparent dome-like structure made from glimmering ice rises in front of you. As you get closer and try and touch it, you realize that your gaze isn't the only thing that can pass through it. Your body can too. You're certain this is the anomaly you've been looking for. You step into the anomaly and can hardly believe your eyes. In front of you sits a goat with a long snow-white beard. It slowly raises its head and seems to indicate that you should sit beside it. This is no ordinary goat. You can feel it in your bones. An aura of wonders surrounds it and you already feel better. Mentally stronger. Goats are really wonderful animals. You sit next to the goat and pet it gently. Its coat is warm and soft. The goat turns its head and your eyes meet. You stare at each other a long time. You feel like you're drowning in its dark eyes. Your eyes grow heavy and you are tired. When you awake, the goat is gone, but there are fresh herbs where it once sat. You are overcome with happiness and feel fortified for your journey. That doesn't mean help. Gain more energy and body temperature and oxygen. Good. Good. I need that. Okay, let's find out where we're going next. Somewhere in that general direction. Okay. Well, that's where we will head next time then, but for now, we're going to bring this one to a close for today. So in the meantime, though, if you liked what you saw, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and of course, as always, thanks for watching.